Human-animal communication is an exciting and fascinating field of study that explores how animals and humans share information with each other. This communication can be verbal, through vocalizations, or nonverbal, with animals using body language, gestures, and other cues to express themselves. Interestingly, research has shown that a remarkable number of bird and mammal species, specifically 30 bird species and 29 mammal species, use similar patterns of pitch and speed when delivering basic messages. This means that humans can actually understand these animals when they express emotions like aggression, fear, or even submission. One of the most well-known animal communicators is the parrot. Parrots can use words meaningfully, especially when they're trained. A famous example is Alex, a gray parrot, who learned over 100 words and used them to answer questions about colors, shapes, sizes, and numbers, getting it right 80% of the time. But Alex didn't just stop there. He had opinions and preferences of his own. He could express when he wanted to go to his cage or when he wasn't happy about being taken somewhere else. In fact, he even asked what color he was, a question that has been considered the first ever inquiry by a non-human animal. This level of creativity and reasoning has been compared to that of dolphins and even primates. But parrots aren't the only birds capable of complex communication. In fact, most bird species have at least 6 different calls that humans can learn to interpret, each indicating something important, like danger, distress, or hunger. And did you know pigeons are capable of recognizing artists? They can even learn to distinguish between up to 58 different English words. Though they don't know the meanings, they can recognize the patterns. Java sparrows, on the other hand, are music lovers. These birds can choose which music to play based on the perch they sit on, with some birds even showing a preference for classical tunes like Bach and Vivaldi over others. Then there's the greater honeyguide, a bird that has a special call it uses to alert humans to the location of honey. What's really cool is that the honeyguide actually responds to a specific human call requesting help to find honey. It has learned to recognize these regional calls, and in return for leading humans to honeybee hives, it gets to feast on the leftover honeycomb wax. This form of cooperation between humans and animals is truly remarkable. Crows, too, are masters of communication. These intelligent birds can recognize different human faces and react accordingly, showing how much they can understand about the world around them. In fact, crows can even be trained to understand and respond to verbal commands, showing just how flexible their communication skills can be. Hold on to your seats, because this next part is going to blow your mind. Did you know that chimpanzees, our closest animal relatives, can make at least 32 distinct sounds, each with its own meaning for humans? That's right. These incredible creatures have a whole vocal range that helps them communicate their feelings, needs, and more. And it gets even more fascinating. Gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees have also taken their communication skills to the next level, using sign language, physical tokens, keyboards, and even touch screens to talk to humans. Can you imagine a gorilla sending a text message? Well, in research studies, these primates have understood and used signals to communicate, showing just how adaptable and intelligent they really are. Although there's been some debate about whether these experiments really prove they understand language the way humans do, one thing's for sure: these apes can definitely get their message across. But wait, baboons are in on the action too. These clever creatures can learn to recognize a staggering 139 four-letter English words, even though they don't know what the words mean. How cool is that? They've got memory and recognition skills that rival some humans. And here's a mind-blower. Orangutans have been trained to use touch screens to choose their favorite music. Researchers in Toronto gave them hundreds of songs to choose from, and these amazing primates picked their favorite musical segments. They could even distinguish between random music and music played in a specific order. These tests didn't just show their musical tastes. They also hinted at their ability to understand patterns and rhythms. But hold on. This next fact is absolutely jaw-dropping. Back in the 1960s, a neuroscientist named John C. Lilly decided to teach a bottlenose dolphin named Peter English. Yes, you heard that right. A dolphin learning English. The dolphin was living in a partially flooded house with his teacher, Margaret Howe Lovett, where they had meals, playtime, and language lessons. And it worked. This dolphin started imitating English words and even started grasping basic grammar. It could follow instructions like bring the ball to the doll and even knew the difference between bring the doll to the ball. This shows just how much intelligence and understanding dolphins have. It's like they were speaking their own version of English. And did you know that dolphins use sound to see? Through a process called echolocation, dolphins create sound waves to understand their environment, much like bats do. But their eyesight is top-notch too. In experiments, dolphins could identify complex objects just by using either sight or sound. This ability to understand the world in multiple ways shows how advanced their brains are. These dolphins have the kind of cognitive abilities that make scientists rethink just how smart animals can be. From talking dolphins to musical orangutans, these animals aren't just surviving. They're thriving and communicating in ways that are truly mind-blowing. Could it be that animals are trying to tell us something more than we think? What an incredible journey we've just had, diving into the fascinating world of animals communicating in ways we never imagined. From dolphins learning English to orangutans picking their favorite tunes, it's clear that these animals are far more intelligent and expressive than we ever gave them credit for. The possibilities are endless, and who knows what discoveries are yet to be made. Now, we want to hear from you. What animal communication fact blew your mind the most? Have you ever had an unforgettable experience with an animal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you learned something new. If you want to see more amazing animal facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the wild world of animal intelligence.